Good morning. It is such an incredible honor to be with you here today. I used to sit right up there and love this school, and it has equipped me to do incredible things. I have worked in corporate America. I ran South Florida for AOL and was the first Black broker for CB Richard Ellis, and have launched a magazine with a co-founder that I met right here at ACU, but the love of my life is Watch Her Work. Let me tell you a little bit about Watch Her Work. What we do is we curate female brilliance. I interview successful women, and then I organize and store their advice on the web. And I've learned a couple things, both in my corporate journey and my entrepreneurial journey, that I'd love to share with you this morning. The first thing is solve your own problem. When you are choosing a pursuit, especially in the entrepreneurial space, you better love it, because you have to work hard every day. There's gonna be times that it's miserable and it's not gonna be fun, and the only thing you can anchor to is that deep passion. I'm always touched by medical professionals that work to cure diseases like lupus and cancer and Alzheimer's. They know that these cures may not even come in their lifetime, but they work every day at it because generally they have a person in their family or some anchor to it that keeps them dedicated to that work. So make sure that you are solving a problem that you really care deeply about if you're going to start this entrepreneurial journey. The next point I'd like to make is embrace the miracle of good enough. Perfection is killing us. It is literally immobilizing us. It stops us from doing all the amazing things that are within us that we have the capabilities of doing. There's something different between pursuing excellence and pursuing perfection. Perfection is a myth. You don't need to spend 6 months building a logo. It's just not that serious. Choose the things that really require your capabilities and your excellence and focus there. Don't major in minors, okay? The next point I'd like to make is step over the laundry. My husband has a superpower. I can put the laundry at the bottom of the stairs. He can step completely over the laundry, come upstairs. I'll ask him, where's the laundry? Oh wait, what laundry? I didn't see it. And I believe him. He literally, truly did not see it because he has the gift of tunnel vision. He has the gift of focus. And I gotta tell you, I'm embracing it. I'm learning from him. You have to learn how to step over the laundry sometimes. You have to leave some things. Sometimes I have to decide if I'm gonna do a proposal or I'm gonna get my nails done. You know, I'd like to do both. I can't. So you gotta choose sometimes what's really important to you. And that's true not just for entrepreneurs, that's true for all of us. You can't diffuse your energy across a bunch of categories that don't move the needle. Limit those things, limit distractions, and focus relentlessly on the thing that you care about. Okay, practice osmosis. All the biology majors, don't correct me if I get this wrong. But as I remember, when you talk about osmosis, and here's a picture of a cell has a semi-permeable membrane, right? It only lets in and lets out what it needs for it to thrive or for it to be successful. We need to do exactly the same thing. I'll give you an example. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a Black woman. And we are different when it comes to this tech space. Black women are more educated on a percentage basis. We attend college at a higher rate than any other group in America. We start businesses at 7 times the rate of white women. But women in general, if they did countless studies, that when you have an all-male startup team and a team that has a female on it, the teams with females do 63 to 65% better than the all-male teams. Despite that, though, women get 2.7% of VC funding. And women of color, they had to round it up to 0.2%. 0.2%. So I've got a choice. I've got to decide when I hear that stat, what I let in and what I don't let in. I need to let in that I need to craft my message. I need to speak to my audience that this is a challenge. But I don't need to let in the messages that I can't do it, I'm not capable, I'm not gonna be successful. Because I have a secret. I know who I am, and I for sure know whose I am. And I know that I am unstoppable. So you've got to choose what messages you let in and let out of your psyche when you do something like this. And this is for every person in this room. Be careful who advises you. Be careful who tells you who you can and what you can and what you cannot do. All right, the next one is a tough one. Learn to take a punch. Do you guys know who this is? So I love this. I love Ronda. I love Ronda Rousey. And if you remember this cover, she was deemed the most dominant athlete on the planet. Do you remember this? They measured her punch, her cardiovascular strength, all of these different metrics to come to the realization that she was the most dominant athlete, not female athlete on the planet. But then what happened? Anybody remember? That girl hit her one good time, and she just could not recover. She just couldn't recover. The fight was over in 47 seconds. It does not matter how many degrees you get, how many classes you take, how many internships or mission trips you go on. If you don't learn to take a punch, if you don't learn to get up after you've been knocked down, none of it will matter. You need grit. You need to remember who you are, and you need to always find the strength within yourself to get up after you get knocked down. It's gonna happen. So if you wanna be successful as an entrepreneur, or really in almost anything, you gotta learn to take a punch. Find your tribe. We all need people. I love the story of Moses when God says, get the people out of Israel, go get them. The first thing he says is what he can't do. I'm not a good speaker. I don't know what to say. And what did God say? He said, don't worry about that. I'll send you somebody with that gift. We are in a culture that tells everybody to be everything. You can do it all, you can have it all, and it's just not true. We all need a tribe. We all need people that will encourage us and build us up, that supplement our weaknesses. That's how we're designed. You're never gonna perfect your weakness, but you can change the world with your strengths. So find the people that supplement you and make you great. All right, this is one we really struggle with. Take the W. I participated in an event last year. Did anybody see the People versus O.J. Simpson, the miniseries? Did you like that? Well, Cuba Gooding Jr. and John Singleton came to a college campus in Houston, and I was fortunate to be able to interview them. And my friend organized the whole event, and I was the interviewer while they were on campus. And when we got there, the mics didn't work. We had to yell and scream. It didn't start on time. When they tried to start the screening, it didn't start. And I was kind of embarrassed for him because we had all these technical difficulties. So after the event, I go up to him and I say, how are you? Like, how do you think it went? He said, it was awesome. And I was like, were we at the same event? He said, listen, in 3 weeks, I got an Oscar-nominated director and an Oscar-nominated actor to be on campus. I got a room full of media. I had a standing room of students. I got my friend to get to interview them. It was a win all the way around. And I gotta tell you, that changed my whole life. That one day, I made a commitment. I'm gonna start taking the W and learn to celebrate when you win. When you're an entrepreneur, there's always 700 things to do. And if you don't focus on the things that you're getting done right now, you'll always operate in defeat because there's a never-ending to-do list. So make sure that you learn to take the W and celebrate your victories. Bump your head. Sometimes I think, we operate in this spirit of fear for things that really shouldn't engender all of the fear. You're not gonna die. Take a leap, take a risk, jump, fail fast. I always think that a good education teaches you the rules, but a great education teaches you how to break them. So I want to challenge you to go out and break some rules today, shake some stuff up. Entrepreneurs want to do things a different way. They have a different perspective. They have a different paradigm. So just have the courage to bump your head. You're not going to die. You will survive. The next point I'd like to make is Protect your magic. You are special. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. And everybody's not gonna get you. Sometimes you're gonna suggest things that don't make sense to other people. Sometimes you're gonna present ideas that they don't really get because it's not in their wheelhouse. But be careful that you never lose sight of that genius that lies in you. One of the best pieces of advice I ever got was from one of my advisors. He's the CIO of Visa. And he pulled me to the side one day and he said, Denise, you are really doing a lot of great work. You are trying to meet with mentors and trying to get with experts and trying to get all this wisdom. But guess what? They don't know how to be you. They don't know how to do watch her work. You do. This is your idea. This is your genius. Honor that. Honor your giftedness. This is a vision that you were given that everybody else may not get. And you know who was given a vision that everybody didn't get? Noah. What if Noah had gone door to door saying, hey, how tall do you think this should be? How many cubits do you think it should be wide? He didn't do that. He followed his vision. He followed the vision that God gave him. So make sure that you're protecting your magic. You're protecting that piece of you that is special and rare and amazing. I'm done. There's one piece of advice left. Start. You can read books about swimming. You can listen to podcasts about swimming. You can watch YouTube videos about swimming, but there is no substitute for actually getting in the water. See you guys in the pool. Thanks, guys.